Flat Earth British, Martin speaking. Welcome people, welcome to my channel on what is today the 14th of May 2019. But when this is published, it will be tomorrow, it will be Wednesday the 15th of the 5th, 2019, or so they say. So this is going to be a warm-up sort of video for you for this week, guys, to give you some really cool stuff. It will not be too traumatizing. Much anyway. Well, a bit. But the next video, guys, you need to brace yourself for. Okay, the next greatest secret never told, episode number 10, okay, is a massive revelation for us all, and it will connect many dots, okay, with everything that has been, I suppose, discovered on these channels, the way this has been going. Okay, this is significant, and you will see. So make sure to not miss that. Thank you very, very much. Before I forget, I'm buzzing. I'm literally buzzing. 26k day. So that's why I'm come back. 26k day. I've got something a bit special for you today. Okay, we're going to look at something. A question. Okay, the question is, we're going to look at a famous sculpture from, well, the 18th century. Okay. Or 17th century, I should say, Bernini, okay, who's got sculptures all over Italy. He's lived 80 years with a wealth of sculptures that cannot be replicated in the modern day in any way out of marble. We'll see what I mean now. Okay, guys, this is mind blowing. Something else is going on. Okay, now we'll look at that, and I want to make a suggestion as well, because there's something that I can't pinpoint. I can't pinpoint how it is possible to be able to capture human emotions in stone. So I have one bit of marble, the best artwork imaginable. It looks really lifelike, stuff that doesn't really exist. You can't do with copper chisels, and they capture human emotions. Is there something else going on? Okay. Many ideas I'm going to hit you up with in this vlog, guys. Okay, so buckle in. We got some mud flood evidence in a photographic journal from Siberia in an early time. I'm going to look at that. Images of the day. Now, this is not going to be a remarkably long post, guys, okay, for this plain and simple reason, okay, because I need to catch up and basically prepare all of you for the next paradigm shift, if you like. Okay, now what will be explained is a case of, again, take it or leave it, but the evidence will be there and overwhelming. And there's been a mountain of research, videos, books, journals. Just, guys, I don't think you could even imagine the amount of work and months that have gone into something like this. Okay, but you will see why at the end of it. Okay, it is just wow. And it'll all fit in with what we're going to present on this video as well. Okay, buckle in and please subscribe, like, whatever, and we're going to get stuck into the juice of Flat Earth British. Okay, don't miss the greatest secret, guys. Wow. I'm going to try and make that on the weekend, actually, and before then I'm going to do a quick live event intro to warm you up, present some more stuff, and get you basically prepared. Okay, prepared. Now, damn. Okay, peace and love to you all, guys. Peace and love to you all. Now, we're looking into Bernini because he's an artist that I've, really looked into. I've seen a lot of his work in Italy. You know, the fountain, the Piazza Navona in Italy. He done the pyramid in St. Peter's Square, inside St. Peter's Basilica, all over Italy. He's famous for the Medusa and a whole load of other artworks. Okay, but what you've got to try and think to yourself is the technology. You know, people say straight away, oh, it's 3D printing, etc., etc. But the first thing you notice, this one doesn't seem to be a Phoenician. But from the side, yeah, definitely. So this guy is a full-on Phoenician. Everything that he only portrays is Phoenician, as you will see, but it's the scale. It's the scale, guys. And he does this wealth of art in his life, you know, starting from 1609 and then all out of marble. I worked on stonemasonry, guys. If you have any idea how hard it is to, you know, even cut or do anything with marble, dress it like this. So this is some of his works, okay? It just goes on, and he captures, for some obscure reason, he captures emotion, and I can't work it out. So I can't work out the genius required, how you can capture emotion. Now, I've put it out there and thought about it in the past. Could it be that there are, well, not in this case, but human beings inside some of the statues? Is it something that they would practice? Maybe in lifelikes? But I feel there's a technology going on that captures emotion. Maybe, you know, they can't really have a model sat there for hours while they're chiseling away. So is it, I don't know. For example, I can understand you could sketch it and copy the sketch, etc. But you'll see in some cases that they are more lifelike than lifelike. And this is out of one chunk of marble, guys. Try and imagine that. One man. One man. Can you see the fingers sinking in? One man. Okay, so this is his level of art. Now we're going to look at some examples of Bernini's art. He's done a lot of Jesuits, as you can see. Phoenicians, with the Phoenician creepy thing that's there. He looked creepy anyway. Look at his eyes. Yes, he looks kind and full of love for his brother man. And a lot of them are in actually the Parthenon, which is where I seen the one that stuck in my mind and has put me in this vlog anyway, is the Ecstasy of Teresa, which is an angel lady who's having an orgasm for some reason. A divine happening anyway. So we're going to look at that and some other statues you may be familiar with. You can see the seashell, the Phoenician seashell, the flowers, etc. The sea theme. And I guess that's like inside the Basilica of St. Paul's. You've got the active charge, you've got the shape of what is the Maltese cross, but really, we know, guys, by the great secret, this is an exact model of, i.e. a model of where we live, the four angels. Wobbly pillars, yeah, the magnets on the four corners driving the luminaries. They just do it all. Everything is analogous for this place. Two angels posing. Yeah, even in this case, look, the dome. So they got the pillars holding our plane. I guess we're living on this plane. I guess this is the dome or the roof. I guess it opens. Waters come in. There's a dome above as well. Houses of the holy. And he done a lot of artworks as well. And the Phoenician ships in Rome itself. These are the Spanish steps, I suppose. Yeah, they are. And you've got a Phoenician ship. So I'd walk right past that and not known anything of this Phoenician ship. God, what a Philistine. Anyway, at the time, I had other things on my mind. And Roman dudes. And there he is. He does all that in one lifetime. So let's take a look at some of his art. Oh, wow. You know, look at the size of the people. They're just little dots with this massiveness and domage. St. Peter's Basilica. So I don't think they're all. I just think that it's another case of they just attribute anything to him. You know, this is in Rome again. The Phoenicians, the faceless knight setups, these flower bloody trumpet things that are everywhere. It's where fasces is in there somewhere. Okay. And a Pope dude with a funny hat. And some guy with some crazy hair, but look at the lace. And we're close up on some now on my images. And the famous Medusa. which is analogous for EM. The serpent is a waveform. Check this building out on the corner. Ooh. Anyway, seashell, obviously, because if you have been following Flat Earth British guys, and if a penny hasn't dropped by now to the terrifying reality and the beautiful reality, because what it means is that we need to all prepare ourselves spiritually and ascend for the next jump. It's all unavoidable. So there she is, Teresa, and she's having an orgasm and is captured in stone. We'll have a look close up and wonder how this is even humanly possible. Half that plaque is gone, the other half is still there. Juicy clue, juicy clue. So yeah, Lee brought this up. We what happened, guys? About 2 years ago, we decided that there's something definitely more going on with architecture, and it started here with the domes and the coils, which we thought were two opposing toruses. But what you're seeing is the dome, is this flat plane dome, and the dome is peeling back. The canopy is peeling back for the waters above to come rushing in. That's why the sky's blue. Any confirmation? Well, I'll give you one confirmation every single vlog until the penny drops. The confirmation I'll give you in a second will just floor you. Phoenicians rising from the water, people, whatever they are, that rule this place. And the baby, or the Phoenician child, not sure if these were the first out of the water, you know, the children, and then maybe they grow over time. I don't know. These people are avoided from death. She's got a child. They're a family. They're a Babylonian family. Well, they became a Babylonian family originally. They were elsewhere. Fasces. The child has a fasces. Shit all to do with unity. She's lamenting and crying her eyes out. I wonder why that is. Okay. And he done there. So that quality. Again, Mount Meru with a North Star above it. Mount Meru, North Star above it. Tree of Life, or the tree, or Axis Monday, North Pole analogy again. The keys, the cross keys, is the X code for the place where we live, and papal crown, fish crown, and it's all in a plaque. It's all in a plaque for the resurrected new inhabitants, a new epoch, a new era. The flowing flowers, just beyond a joke. Mind-blowing, stunning. And the unveiling, they always, on every depiction of this era, guys, 15, 16, 1700s, all the way up to the 1800s, they're always like the Wizard of Oz, unveiling something to show you what's behind, like the secret, like what Neil Armstrong said in that university interview, you know, about the deeper truth and the unveiling of a great secret. Yeah, wonder what that fucking is. Plasma. Place where we live, the dome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't even need to count them. What's significant? Two toruses each one, bringing a 10 vortex system. This is exactly the mechanics for the place where we live, and it's everywhere. I've shown you it maybe 1,000 times. Anyone not convinced yet? Wow. Okay. Like I said, it just goes on and on and on of sublime beauty, all attributed to one dude, Bernini. All of these Phoenicians, the shells, the codes, all of it the same. Now guys, if you don't think that there's one peoples, whatever they are, you know, ruling this entire place, okay, when if you don't register yourself for 6 months, you're lost at sea, you have maritime law, you have to go into the dock, the holy sea. You know, the penny certainly drops why we would need, you know, shipping lanes roads, our shipping lanes. The whole thing, guys, is based on a maritime experience. I should know. I'm a maritime person. I grew up in the Merchant Navy. I grew up on ships from all my life. From the earliest, I got a photograph here. I'll take it out of me, maybe 3 months, 4 months old. A little tiny baby on the deck of a big, huge ship. And right the way up until my recent past. So it's been my life. So I had no idea about all of this, but it is based on food and drinking and, you know, access lifestyle. Which, when you're like young, Welsh hedonistic, is going to be like, fucking yeah, that's ka-ching. But now I know better. How do you capture emotion in a face, in a statue? Must be by drawings or stencils. 3D printed, is there someone in there? And why do I think that? Oh, this reason. I'll get to it in a minute, but there was an event, an earthquake, guys, that happened in Messina in 1904, and this was captured. So she died in 1908, in the Messina earthquake, and she was almost instantly she's been petrified. She's been solidified along with the child in mud, and silt and rubbish, even the grabbing of the bed sheets. Can you see these wrinkles in the bed sheets? So this is a real living person who's been petrified in an instant in some terrible event that doesn't fit any sort of MO of an earthquake when you see it. It's about as much as an earthquake as Dresden is an incendiary bombing. Okay, something else is going on, guys. It is, okay? And we'll get to it. Now watch this. Now, we all know about the fisherman, which is another analogy for the Phoenicians, because everything with these controllers and their art is the Phoenicians, okay? We've not looked on all of our channels. I must have brought this up a dozen times by now, but it's the screensaver on my telephone, you know, because there is just mind-blowing. And to cut a veil in stone. To cut a veil in stone is, how is this even done? How can you see through stone? How can you get it microns thin to be able to see through stone? Is it a perception thing? You're not really seeing through the stone. It's just the way the stone's been carved, and it gives you the depth and the perception of form. Do you follow? How is that done? Well, I seen it done on that picture of that lady who had been incinerated and petrified in a moment when she's grabbing the bed sheet, and you get this sort of effect. See what I mean? And this is supposed to be some sort of the rape of Prospina, okay? It's a large marble, and he did it in 1622, they say. I defeated marble and modelled it like wax. He defeated marble, so he made it soft and pliable. He made marble soft and pliable using a vibrational technique. You find the right frequency, oscillate there, and it will just soften like clay. To be able to do that in marble, one piece. This is the reality, as you can see. It sinks in like skin on a human being, and he's interpreted in marble. So never mind emotion. What about that? Was that even humanly possible? You know, apart from the art not working out, you know, the art fraud of these incredible masterpieces not being humanly possible, out of pots of red ochre and the technology that they're saying, something is clearly else going on. Look at this. The veil all over her. Again. So they're all Phoenicians and the ballerina. But I thought it was intriguing finding that photograph of Messina and seeing her gripping the sheets and seeing that it was the same thing as you see here now, guys. So here we go. Here's this Absolutely sublime stuff, guys. I just can't even get my head around how amazing this stuff is. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. She's a Phoenician because she's got the stars from the Statue of Liberty, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For 12, I don't know, but look at the hair. You know, if you had a chisel, guys, and you just hacked, you know, it's not as if they had Dremels to get the eyes out, is it, or anything? Well, they might have had Dremels. I don't know, guys. It's just the smoothness, the purity, the... Can't get my head around it. Now, remember that woman in that shot? I'll show you it again in a minute, grabbing them bare cheeks before she bit the dust. What about that? Is that a human hand? Is that how sick the fucking Jesuits and the, excuse me, the Phoenicians and the Jesuits is they have done this? And that's a human hand inside stone. And it's been just... Maybe it was a punishment of some advanced alchemical science of when maybe it was when one of their Phoenicians died, they immortalized him in a statue and put him in one of the most famous places. Just... I have got a lot of images, guys, of like mummies and Buddhas that have skeletons inside of human beings. So think of Carry On Screaming. This is not as outlandish as you might think. Really, it's not. Think of Madame Tussauds wax museums. I'm going to do a vlog on them. I'm going to do a vlog on Madame Tussauds wax museums. They're creepy. They're fucking nuts. And it's all mud flooded anyway. Well, anyone, if you want to enlighten me in the vlogs, in the comments, and explain how this could be humanly possible in the 1600s with the technology available to us. You can almost see the sheen like of this material. But look at this, the quality, look at the arm. Oh, well, I can't. It's just genius then, isn't it? Because I can't get my head around any of it at all. Almost as, you know, there's models, I get that, but capturing all this. Flowers on the head for the Phoenician, the veil. Some sinister thing. Here's another Phoenician grabbing a human woman by the looks of it. There's a dog there or something. Phoenician. Regardless. Motion captured again. And again. DL. Anyone? Flowers. So that is incredible. Holy shit. Fleur de lis, fleur de lis. It's just mind-blowing to me. I can't make my head around any of it. Thought I'd bring it to you because of the beauty that it is and the question it leaves your mind. Just blisters my mind. How much we just don't know. How much they've lied and how stupid fucking people don't even question this stuff. How do the museum people? How do they even confront this subject, guys? Stone. Stone, guys, stone. Marble, marble. She may as well have hairs on her back. Is that real? And don't tell me that's not fucking creepy, guys. Come on. Yeah, I know. Again, this one is just sublime. The flowers, Phoenician again. Rhododendrons, maybe. Some kind of dahlia. And the form, the woman's form, but the way it captures with the net is exactly like that woman with the, you know, the wrinkles. Excuse me, the way it captures. Something's off. More, I got the alchemical depictions of these tree women and the story to go with it. Analogous. See imperfections in the marble. proving it's just one bit of marble. But like he said, he perfected softening stone. So he's going to put an arrow into her heart, showing the one nipple, because he's a weird Phoenician, got that pointy weird Phoenician nose. She's having an orgasm and there's all plasma in the background. Try and work out the analogy on that. Another one. Another freaky gargoyle face. And another one of Bernini's Phoenicians again. I don't know if she's a nun lady or what have you, but yeah, she's getting her jollies on, and they've caught emotion, and even you can see in the mouth. I don't know, it's just fucking beats me. Again, look at Theresa's face. Just brilliant minds, I suppose. What happened to the geniuses? Wow. Phoenician nose, straight, no bridge. Yeah, they brought some, they stole some tech, but guys, this technology's off the radar. Look at it. This is 1600s. Look at the hair. If you squinted, you'd think that was a photograph. And the fisherman, we know. And they have them out in the forecourts, Trevi Fountain, etc. Or Father Thames, Poseidon, whatever you want to call him. Full on Phoenician, key code, out in the open. They have these priceless artworks in the streets of Venice. You think somebody, not like anyone's going to knock them off. The mafia'd kill them, wouldn't they? But something niggling me, see guys, it's like it's off. Do you get me? Do you get my drift? Something else I'll show you at the end of this vlog, which is really off. So you'll see what I mean in a minute. So the grapes, because she's a Bacchusite. Looks familiar, and she's got that nose, and they've captured emotion. Again, poppies this time, or maybe morning glories. Lady in concentration, enjoying what she's doing. Captured in perfect elegance. Even the tassels on the chair. Oh, come on, one bit of marble. They're insulting our intelligences. And all of this is Phoenician coded. You got the same old, curtains and veiled back. Information carved on stones or pillars, like we said in the last vlog. Okay. Information. He comes up in a fishing net, because he's from there. And they bring a ball, or is that the resetter? That up that we talked about in the last vlog, or is it the globe model or the heliocentric ideals, which is just getting patheticer by the day. And they're always creepy, and the kids ain't cute. They're creepy kids. They're all creepy. All of them creepy. There's something creepy about them all. Okay, I'm sure you feel it. But look at this. That one gets me. It's like, look, and she's pointing at something up in the air. If you read Angels and Demons, it's supposed to be a code, and she's pointing to somewhere else, which is bullshit. They'll always send you the other direction, but there is a code. There is a code. Beasties from the water. Check the alchemical coding. We got books like this, guys, we've presented. You see, with the lock key code. Okay, and a Pope Dude and Gorgon. So odd. Anyway, moving on. Now, excuse me. Got a little bit to show you. Some crazy stuff. Now, with the... we're going to move on now, guys. That's the beginning of this vlog. Beautiful Bernini hat. The questions are, how? How is that even humanly possible? Okay, any of it. Any aspect of that story and that stuff there. The only idea I got is this. is this victim of Mazzini in 1908, where she's grabbing the bear clothes and it's literally petrified in an instant, all of it. All of it. And they capture the emotion as well at the moment. Sinisterly similar to the statues. Anyway, now, confirmation that the terrifying truth that we are actually on the bottom of the Tartarian Ocean and some sort of underwater structure, dome, similar to, I suppose, a terror dome type of setup, maybe very expansive, maybe more, who knows. But the fact still remains, this is what we have uncovered on Flat Earth British. Now, this confirmation, I get confirmation daily, and it keeps pouring in. Some of them just flip my head, but none like this one. Crowded House, guys. Crowded House, the Aussie band, or maybe New Zealand, but they have been out a while. They're really brilliant. They used to do Always Got the Weather With You, and they done this song, Only Natural. Brilliant song, until I heard the words. It showed me to the core. Confirmation, indeed. So I'm going to run through it with you. Okay, the ice will melt, the water will boil. I won't sing it though. And you can shake off this mortal coil. It's bigger than us, and you don't have to worry about it. Okay? Because it's only natural, guys. Ready or not, here comes the drop. So they're watching Flat Earth British vlogs like in the past. Or they're Freemasons, and basically the social engineers that gave them these, because they're, going to live for so long in the minds of humanity, and they're out there now. I know it. You know it, probably. What drop, guys, is he talking about in his mind? Think about that. When we've talked about, the pneumatics principle of the dropping and falling of continents, flooding this place. Ready or not, here comes the drop. You'll feel lucky when you know where you are. Yeah, I do feel fucking lucky, because it makes me appreciate my reality more. I'm more grateful for everything, and it makes me just want to be better and do more for everyone else. And that's the way everyone should be. This is everyone's moment, okay? To sort their shit out. That's my thoughts on the matter anyway. Up the vibration is what I'm saying, guys. And realise, like these people who made this song realise, but they went to the other side, okay, because they're selfish and needy, okay? Now, fucking Phoenicians. So, anyway, so here comes the drop. You feel lucky when you know where you are. You know it's going to come true. Here in your arms, I remember. It's only natural that you should want to be there with you. It's only natural to feel the same way too. It ain't easy when you don't try. And going on first impressions, man in a cage has made his confession. And see me at my worst, and it won't be the last time I'm down there. I want you to know I feel completely at ease. Read me like a book. That's fallen down between my knees. Please let me have my way with you. And it's only natural that we should feel the same way too. So, a bit of analogous to love, etc. But yeah, ice will melt, water will boil, and you will shake off this mortal coil. So reset. And you talk about a drop. Spooky confirmation from our social engineering masters. Now, this is that earthquake, the Mazzini, in 1908, and it took out incredible architecture again. It completely destroyed between 75,000 and 82,000 lives lost. This thing was biblical, okay? And here's the devastation. And that photograph I showed you of that woman was in this vicinity, okay? This is 1909, and you can see the style of architecture, okay? So everybody gets killed, but there's some stuff that don't fit with earthquake. Not that I'm a master or, you know, educated in the ways of earthquake. I've never really felt one, but just doesn't fit. It's just incredible, the scale, the size of this, and you can see the architecture. We don't have to question what's happening here. Subterranean murmurs, guys. Seems to be a lot of them around that place, doesn't there? And on the Mediterranean. And not going on current geology because it's bullshit, because we're not on a globe. We got to think, what's going on? Look at this. So that is why I was looking into it, basically, because that photograph. But yeah, it's a really unbelievable damage there. But check it out for yourself. I'll link it up. 1908. Now, these came my way. These are bloody brilliant. What you got here, guys, is a photographic journal of Sakhalin. Is an island exile. So it's a gulag. And it's in Siberia. So let me put that by you again. It's a gulag. And it's in Siberia. On Sakhalin Island. Exile. This is the office. Or the church post. So the entrance for a gulag. And I always thought they were places you go to die. But not in this book. They ain't. No. I'm not saying they look brilliant. But I'm saying they're not what these... Not what I thought. So should we have a look at these? Excuse me. So, what we do witness in this book is incredible antiquity, as you can see, and mud flood. Mud flood. There's only mud and boards down with a massive infrastructure that looks like this. The windows in the spire, resonators dangling, collecting charge. Sweet. And these buildings are all dotted around everywhere, you'll see, but they're always in the middle of fields. You can see there's just where people have been walking up through a field. There's no path per se. You won't either. And mud. And you'll see duckboards in another photograph. Do you see these inundating hills? I feel they're mud hills. I've come in at some stage. It's what I feel. It's a strange post, that. There's no lamppost on top. It's just metal. But anyway, I will be linking up everything that you see here today. Oh, there they are again. It's metal. There's the lampposts. What are they doing then? What are they doing? Transferring charge? There's one over there as well. And that's not a lamppost, because there's the lamppost. Right, anyway, it's muddy. And it's duckboards. It's just wood for pavements because it's muddy. Everyone's in the mud. Okay, so it's not as horrendous. They have a cemetery. So there's people dying, obviously, but people do, apparently. And here's your gulag tenants. Children. Just people. And they seem alright. Seem happy and well fed. And they got a touch of snow, which is not surprising for Siberia. And these are the Siberian buildings, full on Tartarian antiquity, stunning, beautiful railings with just mud going up to a field, nothing outside. It's not on a road, it's just out in the middle of nowhere. Again. So we have new trees just put in, as you can see. They still got the protectors on the trunks because they're so young. So they're just replanting. They're just replanting. So inside an Orthodox church. Very swanky, and some population of, well, Siberia, Tartaria. And they look, I don't know really, they look Asian. They look more Chinese Indian than they do Siberian Russian, don't they? So, and He looks like he's Japanese. He does too. As do they. Oh, she looks more Inuit, more Russian. Yeah, more Russian, I mean. And on the coast of this island, wherever this island is, I don't know, but it's got large structures and Tartarian buildings. Okay, is convicts at work. Okay, these are convicts, because you're going to get that because it's a gulag. Yeah. So excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to be making this a shorter vlog than usual because of the amount of, I realise I put a lot of stuff out, guys, but if you realised how much information I'm sitting on and I haven't got time to bring out to you, and the juice, the quality of juice is just amazing. So I'm going to need to get this one down, come and talk to you, present some stuff, give you a load of stuff, you know, to keep you busy till I come back Friday or Saturday for the Greatest Secret Never Told, where I'm going to be dropping a huge truth bomb on humanity. And if you follow my channel, you're gonna know that is not an understatement. Okay, that is what's gonna happen. I can't wait to get on the other side. So beautiful. So there you are, convicts at work in the gulag, and they don't seem too pressed, but I don't know what happens at night. There you are. So just mud huts, mud paths. Should know more about this island. Just study it. Now they got a lighthouse and large town. So it's a Siberian island. Oh, look at this. It's got a samurai in Siberia. Samurai in Siberia. I think that's it there, guys, on that one. But I do want to show you some more. I'm going to link these up. I've got some stunning stuff. Now this one, in my last vlog, I showed you a photo book of late Victorian Greenland, and a city showed up, but the fact the city was St. John's, so it visited there before it went to Greenland, which makes perfect sense. Now in this field we all know St. John's got torched, same as all the cities. Highly strange, highly suspect story, specific type of architecture. Here's market dip in the beautiful city of St. John's, and we're going to take a look around, and this album is superb, and we're going to see what we can spot. So what is the date on this building? 1877. So this was built, they say, in 1877. You know, the new plaque on the front. Okay, what are these? They look to be spoiling Mudflood to me. St. John's completely eradicated. All of them buildings would no longer exist now. Okay, let's take a little look at this because I haven't really gone through this. Might be something very interesting in it. So yeah, appreciate this out, guys. Like I said, be excited, be very excited. I know I always say that, but with good reason. Okay. The building of bridges in Canada. Okay. So that's what's going to show. Any architecture? Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. So this is all St. John's, guys, is it? Yeah, sure is. Swahid. So St. John's before the fire. Vanavlog going up. My comprendere. My brother in arms, Lee Flat of British, so it's Murd and Duck Boats, has just been vanavlogging. Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Well, there's not much action, but all them buildings are soon to be eradicated from humanity, along with all them cute churches, St. John's, and the Tartarian buildings with wow, fucking shit. Wow. Yeah, they're top heavy, these buildings. There's more underground. They got these insane sized Wow. Look at the Van de Graaff generator. Wow. Yeah, they're just top heavy. Look at the size on the dome, guys, with the portals. They've been blocked up, by the way, to take that mechanism away. Also here, the Phoenician over the door. The insanely sized door, which would have been a lot bigger, okay, to fit bigger people that were here. The mud flood windows. These are the tops of windows that are probably bigger than these, okay? All the way down. Steps to go up, because they've all had alterations. So a Tartarian building, I bet she don't exist anymore. Full out Antiquitech. If you don't know about Antiquitech, look on my YouTube, my website, flatearthbritishinfo.com. I will link and show you shortly. We'll answer any questions on this subject you may have. Wow, that's beautiful. Crisp HD St. John's are just outside. She's just all mud. So late 1800s St. John's, before the fire. Okay. And timber floated down the river. And huge factories, which have mud flood attributations and the front doors in the air. We inherited this place very, very recently, guys. You know, this Victorian era, there's a shut-off. There's a shut-off in this Victorian era. All of this came from that older world. Look at the quality. Mud floods. Antiquitech. No need for wrought iron on a roof, guys. This captures a charge. Yeah, with these resonators. Down to the symmetry and the purity, and it'll put it down, it'll be utilised. It can power batteries. It can store them up, store the power up. Loads of practical applications for Antiquitech, guys. Just the quality. Look at the wrought iron, guys. New trees just been planted after a reset. That's the thing here, guys. Everything is new. No people. They have yet to arrive, obviously. Clean them up, get them ready, get the populations in. Children mostly. Train them in, educate them in one-room schoolrooms. Get the teacher to be abusive, smack them around a bit when they don't obey. So you can see what I mean by top heavy, can't you? This is an unbelievable collection of mud flooders. Doors up in the air, white granite at the bottom, full on Antiquitech. Phoenician overtones, originally Tartarian. They've added Phoenician statues, there's Liberty. But I can tell the style is slightly Gothic, you know. They're more like classical Baroque sort of style, and Tartarian is like churches. It's like, you know, Gothic buildings in Germany. It's got that feel. We just know, guys, anyway, by now. So yeah, Twin Towers, domage. I bet it goes right back, and I bet there's Twin Towers on the other corner, is my guess. It probably is. So, Tartarian Antiquitech device. One man in the whole place. It's posing for the photograph. New trees, really. None of them are old, not one. Our local woods is they say, Plymouth woods, is semi-ancient. Why? Why is it semi-ancient? Why is it not ancient? Don't you do any ancient trees? What about that one? I wonder if the trunk is actually this big, down, underground, from where the mud come in. I'd say they were 200-year-old. But like the trees, the trunk's missing, which you're going to get in a lot of cases. Queen Street, ooh, wow. When that boat comes in, we should have the fishy. Oh, she's kicking up. It's paddle steamer, bringing in the goods to wherever this. Oh, St. John's, yeah. Afraid I don't know. Fishery of some sort, guys. So, what's that? Rutter. Rutter? He was a nutter. I don't know, guys. And digging out the railway. So yeah, thanks for the St. John's photos. Check. Oh, New York Harbour. It's Brooklyn. Biggest docks, one of them in the world at the time. Bringing in everything you can imagine. All goods and wares of the Phoenician Empire. They set the prices. They set the ways to run the whole unfair, crooked business. All designed in a specific way, so no one wins except for them. Obviously. And Brooklyn Bridge. So these could be hundreds of photographs, couldn't they, really? So go through North America. Wow, that is some stunning photograph. New York, what's that? Big tower with windows in. So that's New Yorkers. So what's your story now? Do you got any Bowery boys? And some strange light that is not, I repeat, not a gas lamp. It's two filaments inside. I think they arc here, creating a glow. And this thing on top. So look at the masonry on that. So many died making that thing though, you know. With the caissons below. Yeah, they died of caissons disease, which is basically the bends from a lack of oxygen. Holy shit. So what we got here, guys? 1874. They say this is built in New York City. All mud flooders. Oh, look at this. God, see, it don't take much to keep me happy, guys. I'm in my element right now. And what about this big fucking chunk here? I've seen this before, this hotel. I want to talk about hotels a sec. One hotel in particular, the Astoria. And it was like this building, beautiful hotel. And it got knocked down. To be replaced with something. Do you know what? The Astoria in New York. Well, we'll look into it in a minute. Anglo-American Telegraph Office. That's what that is. A Greco-Romano temple at the end of the street from the old world. Electric lighting. That height. Wow. Why? Is it on fire? Holy shit, it is. Yeah, alright. Fucking hell, that's the fig tree. Shit. How the fuck that happened? There's a big fire by here. My fucking, just like the whole tree's on fire. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Shall I? So there's people there. I'm not ringing. It's in someone's fucking garden, law. Yeah, might start exploding. I don't want to talk to him now. I don't like him. It's not like I'm in any danger. You know, don't worry anyway. Cherry trees will come back to life. Fig tree. Sorry. I wish I could get the camera over and show you. It's fucking massive. The back door's not open, is it? But the bedroom window is. Don't worry. It's only inferno. There's nothing new anyway. Fucking weird life. More New York. So good they named it twice. I love it. New York, New York. Thank you for the close-up on the Antiquitech device. The scandal and the vice. Now isn't it a pity, Heidi? What they say about New York City? Look at that. What's all these knobbly bits doing, do you think, guys? Do you think that they're there to keep people from maybe trying to climb the steeple? Look at these buildings, guys. Right. Anything being built? Or is the whole world there up and running? When do you think this was built? fucking old on Broadway to me. Oh, that's good on Broadway, full of mud flooders. On Broadway. Super smashing great. Look what you would have won. Anyway, a nice bit of bully. Oh, there you are. Top heavy. So I think because this is like the start of the roof year, and say year, then going on half the building is roof. What's going on? So they're massively top heavy, guys. So they have to go lower. These doors were lower. You know, the ones they put up steps into because they're on mud flood attributed. And Old World. Yeah, strange how things panned out. A year ago, I never thought I'd be saying that. But it was definitely in my mind. Just needed to say and check the Antiquitech out on this roof. Guys, John Levy, look at it. Look at it. Look at this wrought iron round here. So that's Western Union Telegraph Office. Bringing in the communication. It's that same one we just seen, but from another perspective. Cool shit. Anyway, pass them up to you guys. I suppose there's more at the beginning. Just make sure we're not missing anything too juicy at the beginning. I could be just like talking to myself and no one's actually here. This is always a possibility, not that I worry. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm passing them to you. They're absolutely brilliant. We're going to move on. These are another set of photographs, guys, from the Caucasus, which is, I suppose you could say, is Tartar. If you solve for the Caucasus, they are in fact Tartars. So, mudflood. And really intriguing things to look at. Look, do you see this? Wooden duckboards, half buried. The windows are just above the pavement, inches above the pavement, and you're going to see it right through the. Excuse me, a whistle. Right through this book. Let me check that fire. No, it's still actually raging. Oh, fuck. Tartarian. Make Tartaria great again, guys. Let's make Tartaria great again. Okay, so 26k day. I'm having a celebration. I'm buzzing. I'm going to be doing a lot more buzzing. I've actually I'll tell you. I applied for a voluntary work placement thing because basically to keep them off my back, pay my rent, and I need to get out and about when I'm in a museum, beekeeping and other stuff in a local basically museum which is absolutely out of this world, and I will be able to be on the inside. It's going to be sweet if it works out, so wish me luck for that. So we're on 26k day. I think it should be alright, I reckon, anyway. So it would take me days to basically impose my will, or not, as the case may be. So anyway, on we go. Let's have a look at the Caucasus, guys. It's mud flooded, very, very undeveloped, and they show some strange antiquity. Let's have a look. They don't get too much in the way of Tartarian type buildings in this, I'm afraid. I don't really know what's going on, but they show these antiquitechs from Old World. You see them strange towers. In fact, it's all Old World's remains. This is a fortress of All Saints near Kazbek, only showing practically nothing. It's up on the hill. They are quite raw photographs, but they are quite old, so okay. What about that? Let's have a look at this mud flooded city, which it is, by the way. Excuse me. I should be able to flip that over. There, perfect. So yeah, it's just buildings in the mud. Nothing much happening there. And this too. Just give it mag up a bit more. Excuse me. I want to see this. Ooh, she's flicking through too quick. Sorry guys, I just wanted to drag and drop and look at that. Stairs going right up to the front door. And a door underground level. Mag up a bit more on that actually, guys. Don't really want to miss that. If I can just squill it over there. Perfect. So what exactly are we seeing? Door below the ground. Everything's raised up. Retaining wall. Mud. See, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, but I would say that is not long after some event, because everything's to shit. Everything don't look developed. Right, snowy aqueduct, and beautiful colour depiction of the Caucasus. So they don't look like the people in Siberia, that's for sure. So a nice little bell tower, which was previously something else. See these all over Persia, Phoenicia, and the Syrian ancient world. We see them constantly. And they take you underground to underground installations and places where they bugged out, is what I think. Which we're going to talk about again very soon. Check this out. An older world underneath, built on again. And then another one again, which is what you're going to find, especially in a reset system. It's only natural, after all. It's only natural. So, a good opportunity for everyone to, sort of up their vibration to meet the coming day. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm buzzing. Antiquitech, mud. So they built everything in just mud. They don't need pavements. Nay, what is a pavement? I can build a big bridge or a massive, big Antiquitech church, but everything around it is covered in mud. Excuse me. You see? The undeveloped, smashed old world. Look, another Coptic church. I wish I could get closer with these, but I'm going to give you the books anyway, so you can, have a squiz through yourself and see what's up. Okay, we'll have a fire engine ripping in the street any second. That'll be noisy for you. Oh, they are well worth. So I should have switched my notifications off, but I didn't have no. Wow, look at them. I got to mag up. I've got to mag up. Wow. Let me get to there. Right. What exactly are we looking at here? Right, this is the other one. I haven't seen any populaces yet, aside of them group photographs. And these. So Greco-Romano type temple, below street. Same again. It's like they're built on rock caves or something. Okay, cool. We're moving on because I don't want to do too long a vlog for you. That is stunning. In the Caucasus. Let's move on. Oh well, there's a bit of mud there. But it's on a riverbank, but it's a big bit of mud. Okay. I am a mucky one. Right, let's have a little squiz on that one. Here's a mucky one. Okay. So that's in Pesky. View of Taflinins from Pesky looking at the Church St David's. So St David's is my patron saint of Wales. And we have St David's Day. Not that anyone seems to notice. The Irish, they have massive parties. Whole America sort of skanks down with the Irish patron sainty theme for Wales. Not anymore. So what's that big dome? This is Tartarian type stuff, yeah, but what do the domes do? Get in a minute, guys. Sorry about this. Just need to know basis, research purposes. Could be granaries. Difficult to say, but domage regardless. The houses on the river, mud, glorious mud, if you will, because it's a silty river. which probably floods, and definitely does. Oh, there you are. Imperial Theatre. First beautiful Tartarian structure. Let's have a look at her. That's beautiful botanical gardens. And it's not full of Phoenician statues. Cool. Is she mud flooded? She's got corrugated iron up to there. Why would that be? Why would that be? Twin towers. Onion domes, resonating stuff. Something wrong with that, isn't there? Maybe it's just the way the fence is. I can't work it out. There's always something wrong with these photographs. There's people there anyway. Couple. Okay. What else can you show us? Bookage. So you've got military presence. There's a pillbox on that Tartarian structure. And street. I'm not actually sure what that laddery thing is, guys, but it looks technical. So 1880s, I'm just going to can't be going through these all day. Just flick through, guys, and we're going to move on to images of the day. They're doing some building there. A dome. I wonder if that was in 1865. Maybe that was the year for dome building. So, a city in the Caucasus, built on the top of giant mud cliffs. So, these need more scrutinising. They're really sweet photographs, but just it's a time aspect, guys. Okay. So, dig in, enjoy, and I'm going to be linking these up to you. Wow, fucking stolen on. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Anyway. And what looks like the White House, obviously. Nice big Greco-Romano structure in the middle of a muddy field. This looks wrecked, by the way. Okay. And let's have a look at it. Show what's happening there. And there it is. No path, no road, no nothing. It's just outside. It's just mud. Same here. Just mud. Okay. Theological scenery. Theologians, eh? Yeah. Awesome theologians. Okay, we move on, because there's just too much to look at. Okay, so reduce that. Well, we got statuage and a Coptic church up in the hills. What the hell? Let's just, what's that underneath? The thing is with discovery, guys, you've got to do discovery. What's this? So that's a Coptic church. It's just a shack. Okay. Okay. This is just a crazy, crazy book. Look at this fort. There's the walls a bit. See ya? Okay. Wow, what structure was that? And what happened to it? Got blitzed. Got blitzed. There it is. Wow. It's a crazy little town. Half of it's built on like a, 500-foot high mud cliff. There's another mud cliff with another load of buildings on it, and then this completely decimated hill fort. It's the craziest town. What's going on? Tiflinis. I'm not familiar with this place at all. Look at it's just vitrified. It's been dude, is what I guess. So anyway, just to get this vlog out of the way, I'm going to move on. Just squeeze through in case it's something important. I always say that. A lot of mud huts. Italian building sunk in the mud. Look at it. Oh, wow. There's a mosque there as well for the Caucasus in this place. Where it is. Not really familiar with Taflis. Well, I guess it's maybe in the Ukraine somewhere. So we're moving on. Or Belarus, maybe. Because I need a drink. I know we got Stone Cold Coffee. Okay, we're moving on. Camelage, we don't need to see. There's nothing to be learned there, although it's great fun. This is the last one. I'm not going to show you all of this, but it's basically 1896, and it's the Volgograd Great Exposition, where you see Tesla towers and electricity grids being used. And remember, this is Russia. It was the main income for this area in Volgograd. Full antiquity buildings and the maritime theme. You won't see any people in the photos, just dotted one or two. So I don't know, maybe it's on a Sunday they took the photographs, but it's an older world. And it's replicated. As you can see, the masts, the cables there, that's probably telegraph. All new. One guy, two guys, three guys there. Almost empty. Domes, resonators, beautiful architecture, balloon rides. They got a crystal palace. Oh, it's the two towers. But you need that one negative, one positive, probably. Look at this, beautiful stuff. Tartarian. All of it. In Volgograd. But you will see Tesla towers, as I explained. And their Crystal Palace. Not seeing too much on a Phoenician. And there's their Tesla tower outside the Crystal Palace, 1896. So it's not only Tesla's got this technology at that period, but also the Russians have also got that technology. But people just go with one set narrative, thinking that that's the one because it's set, and can't work out that it's been set by bad people. Now, I talked earlier about I should have brought it up actually, maybe I should, the Astoria Hotel in New York. Being knocked down, it was like massive expense, huge mud flooder. Guess knocked down, and in its footprint, it's built the Empire State Building. Let's see if there's something up with the photographs. So this guy, it's well within memory, maybe living memory. It's 1920s. So why are they penciling in buildings in the background? That's not there. You'll be fucking joking if you think that's there. Huh? It's not the only one either. They seem to be, a lot of them, tampered. But the weird thing is this. I'm not buying it. Not buying it. It's just nuts. Question is, how many construction workers does it take to build the Empire State Building? Answer, 3,500. It took them 400 days to do it. Oh really? With one floor being built every 24 hours during the first phase, the daily drop-off on the site was colossal. Up to 200 trucks deposited 16,000 tiles, 5,000 bags of cement, 450 cubic yards of sand, and 300 bags of lime each and every day. I've worked on buildings. How many of you out there have worked on the buildings before? You know the logistics on that is incredible and nuts. One traffic jam, them trucks ain't turning up. 200 pours in a day. 16,000 tiles. The weight is insane. 5,000 bags of cement. Better get them in quick if it rains. And up. You know how heavy they are? Or were? And 450 cubic yards of sand, guys. A day. Something's off. The steel was just shy of 58,000 tons. It's the largest ever made. The workers, cafes were opened with taps were installed, completed the floors they needed, so they didn't need to descend. Okay, so I'm not actually buying that official narrative. It sounds like a big pack of shit. Am I saying this thing is older, Tartarian, when we got the photograph shared to show us? Okay, it being built. But again, I get this like weird feeling there's something off, and it looks like it's CGI'd. You know what I mean? And if it doesn't fit, and they knocked the Astoria down, they say, and put in his footprint. Well, we can't verify that really, it's only in photographic records. Something really, really off. So he's got a superimposed, penciled in background with the Chrysler building. And they do these insane feats apparently. All that's really there in the background. I'm sure it happens in the modern day. But the logistics, 3,500 men. And then you get these iconic shots of people doing like things that's just going to make them die any second. Something off with the backdrop. Could it be a cover up? This building's a damn sight older, and it's just made in that style, you know. And this story about the Astoria, they put in 4,600 windows, an average of 76 panes a day. No fucking way did they do that. No way did they do that. Okay, it's just nuts. No, I'm not having that. My brain won't take that. That's just silly on so many levels. Again, men doing stupid death-defying things where obviously he would be instantly dead. Yeah, he's there. How did he get off? Who knows? And the whole of New York below him. Are they real? Crumkey. Very unusual. Well, anyway, let's just say that they are there because they do in the modern day anyway. But just saying the logistics, the logistics necessary to do this job just insane. Just no. Crazy acrobats. Is there any need for that? I think not. Okay, we move on. Just a footnote aside. Bit odd, isn't it? Anyway. This is my beautiful website. I showed you on my last vlog, guys. If you need to learn anything about this subject, it's all in-housed in here. There's the fasces, some of my previous vlogs, but it'll explain mudflood, Tartaria, comets, technasmia, star forts, fasces, antiquitech, airships, giants, resources, maps, and words. Okay, so let's have a look at star fortage. Okay, and I'm going to be showing you images of the day and cutting out. I'm going to be back by, as I said, Thursday or Friday or Saturday with a great secret never told. But look forward to that, guys, because once you've watched it, your life's not going to be the same after you've watched it. I guarantee that. So yeah, there's some of the Starfort stuff I've done, which is very expansive over the years. Titan's Head. So yeah, it's brilliant site. And thank Bex for all she does on this site, and my and I got a shop on there as well, and other stuff. So it is brilliant. And don't forget the photo dump as well. Okay, this like maybe 10,000 pics on there. Okay, it's just insane. Think tank. Okay, it's been updated since then. I put 1,000 on there the other day. Images of the day, and I'm going to cut out. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. It's just a selection, all to do with our vloggage. And this. Here's a picture from antiquity, but he has two serpents coming out of his ears. So I think it's analogous for EM. Or like parasites take over. Statues in cemeteries. They're absolutely mind-blowing, quite beautiful. Where they capture emotion again. And this guy, he lives on the seabed, and he's an Assyrian god. He has natty dreads, and he lives on the seabed. Okay, see them here? looking like Phoenicians, which are Syrians in this case. Yeah, sweet. And a beautiful Victorian lady, but I was looking at her nose because it's straight by here and wondering if she's actually Phoenician. She has a bone structure like her, but you don't see too many of them around. But still, beautiful beyond belief anyway. And these are the sinister shit things they had over that weird church that went up last month. That was, you know, basically it's going to be Phoenicified, and I called it exactly how it was. Glass dome, on they go. Get some bees in, just to add insult to injury. So this is a post-reset picture. And a beautiful Antiquitech building. Let's have a look at that. Excuse me. And look at the resonator on the top of there. 2 of them, side by side, with a wrought iron in between. Can you imagine that? Catching the charge? Unfortunately, it's a Phoenician adorned building. It's been Phoenicified. Again, this strange devilly being. The coil, which in this case can't be the dome peeling back, but it's a half coil. And he's got hooves. And he's holding the light. So is that Lucifer holding the light in a German street? Oh, the dead coming back to life. Or not the dead, because people don't die. But what about this? Why are they showing people seemingly coming up from graves in the alchemical era? All plasmaed up and looking funky. Obelisks. Collection of obelisks. This one here with the elephant on, okay, is in a collection of obelisks, but it doesn't. It's in Rome. It's by Bernini, and it exists outside of a church in Rome, and it's there in a collection of obelisks from antiquity. So either they're survivors from the flood, and as I showed on my last vlog, the Sacred Theory 2, book 2, said that they put the information on the obelisks to survive the flood, and that is what you're looking at there. The post-flood information we will need after the event, because people will be surviving, and I'll explain about all that and the great secret never told. So don't miss out, guys. Spread the word. Spread the word about Flat Earth British and what's been going on here, guys. Do me a solid. Is he Griffins? Look at that staircase though. And the dome. Obviously the dome. Mirrors. I don't dig mirrors, and I won't have one in the bedroom. In fact, I won't have any really about. Don't like them. I don't know. I think they're just openings to another dimension. And I would fucking really not like it if my reflection didn't do as I did, if you know what I mean. But is there a mirror reality, guys? Is there another reverse reality of us inside mirrors? That world. This is a Victorian play, but this woman, she's looks like she's one of Crowley's crew. She looks really not good. She's doing the Phoenician. She's impersonating the Phoenician lady's headwear with the 2 wheels. What they represent, I don't know, but she's got antenna on. Okay, 2 sticks, and they have nets coming down, almost as if to catch a charge, and the charge activates something here and into these drums. Yeah, like information. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me anyway. Move on. Yeah, there's that absolutely harrowing picture. It's only natural that we should feel the same way too. How? See Wiseup's channel and he'll tell you how. Things do not need to be. It doesn't take that long to. It's just the circumstances to petrify. They just don't. So this is an invention. It's a coil of some sort, but it's 4 coils with the centre bit. Is it the 4 angels with a Mount Meru inside? An exact representation. What exactly it does, I'm not sure. Anyone else can make anything out of this? It's looking very, very EM. I can't work out what the technology is, but Is this an ice warp? I don't know. They seem to have two little pods here. I can't work it out. Intriguing. Something to think about. Not as much as that. That's horrible, isn't it? This was it's not from antiquity, but it's basically crying blood. I don't know. That's Messine or Messina digging for bodies, and there was that many and that much devastation and just opulence. The thing is, I don't think there's any need for any of this Phoeniciifying. You know, I wouldn't want any of it. I'd much prefer a Hobbit type, you know, house, nice and organic and green bits around and no flash bits like that. Not into all that. Anyway, that's just me. Other people love all that opulence and smug shit. It makes them feel good about themselves, like these fucking Phoenicians. Got to keep, you know, they don't want to tell you who they are. And they don't, you know, they keep it so quiet. They get scapegoats to everyone on the internet, and everyone attacks constantly. They sit there laughing because basically they're clear of that. Yet they're so vain that they need to put themselves over every single building of any note in anywhere. You name a city and it will be there. The Phoenicians are looking over us everywhere when we walk past. And you know who's in control, and we're in their land, and we're being resurrected into their land, guys. I'm not from yet, and I know now, and I will explain more, that I've never felt at home. Like the John and Vangelis song, How Can We Find Our Way Home? I reckon it's there, guys. I reckon we're not from here. Which is why we feel like a stranger. They've probably ripped us from our home and we've forgotten. So here's a apparently 12th century electromagnetic Irish stone tower. Okay. And this is how they think it worked initially. Okay, so resonation cavities. Charged by, in this case, plasma. And a beautiful Tartarian structure, but it's just out in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, but I'm not sure what the fire is in the background. I say, afraid I can't get any information except for everything looks like it's inundated in mud. Could be Jonestown flood. Could be Jonestown flood. Just got that feeling. And insane sized doors. What's the need? Them again, Phoenicians. Look at these tiny people. How do they get it open? Do they get a big massive crane and push this door open? Why would it be so big? Doors for giant ditch. So here's the three monkeys. See no, hear no, speak no evil. What do you say about it all? Yeah. Don't seem too happy, do you? Don't worry, you'll be at work soon. Cemetery art. Capturing emotion in stone. So what's in the book? See again the wrinkles in the pillows, the wrinkles in the thing. Same in the cemetery art. Something else going on. We don't know how old these are. Stone could be just, you don't even know. Oh yeah, an alchemical symbol. So he's got duck feet, duck body. His knob is about his belly. He's got two arrows in the side, pair of tits, and he's got a head like a man, and lizards, and hand like a man. So duck pull platypete. Who knows, guys? It's just weird. And these balls, these anomalous balls, that show up everywhere, all over the world. New Zealand, you can get them in Nova Zembla, you can get them in Haisha, or Haiti. You can get them in Puerto Rico. They're everywhere. Stone balls, perfectly spherical, old world. What are they? Natural? Grown? Organic? Well, they look quite organic. Or are they something else? Like comedy stuff. Okay, knobbly bits to capture charges. Okay. When that ether pours past. Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory. Well, this muddy house. It's made out of mud. Because just got a thing for mud. I did before I was in the mud flood. Just a muddy person. Don't know. Like I said, I'm mucky. What am I going to do? The old world. And a goddamn Phoenician Sphinx. Is he third? Is he Jack? Is he Lady Liberty? Is he fucking Flash Gordon? You know, he's got a weird helmet on, haven't he? And he's got like a fishy thing on his helmet because he's a Phoenician lion, Sphinx, wings of a phoenix. Sinister. And this is that Massini's dead bodies. They got a bunko booth there. Wonder if anyone jumped in time. Let's hope so. So I just love this. It's usually a screensaver. I'm sure loads have seen it, but if you know the size, and I cannot think him because of these walls. This is a natural old mine, and not just a geological formation. The people are really tiny, and he's can you see the straight edge here? I'm not saying it's perpendicular, but it isn't far off, guys. And there's a few more as well. So I feel this could have been carved. This could have been just a massive entrance for some massive old world establishment. Something about it. Apart from the insane size. It looks got the feel of something more human. What do you say about it, Nelly? Yeah, I know, I feel like that. Yeah, I'm buzzing myself. Ah. So, does that make you happy? Yeah? Good, good. Thank you for 26,000 subscribers. It's pretty big, pretty epic, and pretty biblical. Okay, so I'm really happy. Cemetery art. Is there a human under there? I hope not. But can you see what I mean, guys? I can almost see her and emotion and I think what I should have said is not emotion. I think what I'm saying is they capture essence of a human being, its personality. Her, she's just closing her eyes for a moment, and I caught it. Beautiful and spooky, weird. Anyway, we do that on Flat Earth British, and talking of spooky and weird, nature taking back Angkor Wat. Oh, in this case, not Angkor Wat, but it looks Angkor Wat-y. Tree monster men. What you say, Gorgon? Get these fucking lizards off my hair. Okay, we'll work on it. What's that? Lib metamorph. She metamorphosizes. Even the serpents can't even get on because they're posing charges. In the Hindu classics, again, you have a giant boat in some sort of whirlpool, and it's two loads of people holding an entwining snake around a mountain. Is this Mount Meru? And is this the magnetic field all the way around it? An analogy for the gods that produced such a structure, or our creator. Pyramids and water. We'll be talking about quite a bit very soon, and when the reset happens and the water goes, and this is what the world looks like, and the new inhabitants come in and they try and work it out and reverse engineer, but there are survivors and they control the next time around because they've got time to plan it all. So yeah, our history is complete fake, okay guys? Spooky little EM analogy. Let's try and work this one out. It's from a Middle Ages depiction. It won't get any bigger. Volcano going off in the background, a ring of fire, the twins, a cage full of birds, some rats, and a goldfish in a bowl. It's very resetty, isn't it? Mount Meru in an ancient depiction. Again, it's an upside down pyramid, and it's the exact model for the place where we live. You don't know what I mean? What's your greatest secret never told? It's all in there. Look at all the trees and the multi-layers. Mount Meru. And all of this down here as well. There's a lot going on. It's infinitely big, is the Hindu model of this place. Tartarian Hotel. A hotel similar to somewhere I dream about, that I go in constantly. Well, used to, I haven't been there for a while. Submarine from the old world. And basically, the flood happened and it just slid from maybe the surface, who knows, and it slid on a cliff face and it hit by here where they're all squashed up, and basically it solidified. So is it a submarine, or is it just a weird rip in the landscape, or submarine, or something completely different? What it looks like anyway, or something. So yeah, Venice got hit by an event, didn't it? So there's a bridge of size, but the Rialto, and for some reason everything's smashed and wrecked. Can we mine more images of that? And there's another Phoenician with the Phoenician nose and that weird smile. Now, I've been looking into these as well. The Fleming family, the guy who wrote James Bond's, very well connected, and I'll bring some more about that in the future. Family crests are highly coded and tell us a lot of our reality. Excuse me. Led Zeppelin, physical graffiti. They do it on purpose. All Led Zeppelin covers, definitely. So we have a Phoenician tower block in Manhattan, and she's a credible mud flooder. And it's Phoenician faces on every one of these windows. This is such an ornate building. And I felt this cover eerie when I was a teenager playing this album. I was staring at them. But, it is a trippy album in there. And it was trippy times too, so... yeah, I've seen a lot of them Phoenicians in them days. On architecture, and didn't know. What about that? Dead leading women who are alive. Analogy? Messina. Right, now that bridge there is called Hungerford Bridge. It's the original Hungerford Bridge, not the one that's there now. It goes across the Thames in London. And this one was not the one from now. This one was demolished around the 1835 mark. So they got a photograph of that existing, but we can't get a photograph of the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben being built, or Somerset House, or any of it. Why is that? Hungerford Bridge, the old Hungerford Bridge. And New York, I've shown this 1,000 times, but it's the best picture in history of pictures. You can mag right up miles away to San Francisco. But the steampunk balloon, it's taken from a balloon, this picture, guys. And here's the transport of what really was going on, what was really causing havoc, I suspect, is a steampunk balloon. I think the steampunk organisation, I think, had like a psyop to get us off of thinking that we were travelling that way, when there's enough evidence that was the case, definitely. So a Phoenician on the bows of a ship on the side of a building. So I don't know, some dead person, mouth open, and he's pouring magic stuff on him to bring him back to life. But everything seems pretty apocalyptic in the background. Tidal waveage. And the setting sun, or the sun going into the sea, or the land going up to the sun, is what I think. That's what we think. Okay, pretty shit art. These are pretty good, guys. If you haven't seen these before, just rip through a few, because they are rather juicy. Is stereoscopic shots. I've got many. I put some on the photo drop, all of these. So that's the San Quentin Canal, First World War, guys. San Quentin Canal, First World War. Can't blow them up. So it's just two photographs switched back and forth, basically. Two Victorian ladies with basically a stereoscopic viewer themselves. Bear up a tree. And that same photograph we just looked at is Manhattan, and that is actually Buster Keaton. Nobody dies in the making of that, even though you can see him. That's the entrance, or the beginning bit, of Stanley Kubrick's brilliant First World War movie Path to Glory with Kirk Douglas. Anyone remember in America the program, what was it called? The Tates and the Campbells. Here are the Tates and here are the Campbells. Do you remember that program? Or did I dream it? Can someone let me know? Because I just remembered it today and I thought, did that actually exist? The Tates and the Campbells. Here are the Tates, here are the Campbells. You had this one posh family, they were like the Kardashians a bit, and you had the Campbells, which are like, you know, the all-American family. It's like that. But I probably dreamt that. How's it going, Honest Abe? You real? Or are you really John Brown? Is your brother Jefferson Davis? No, he's saying no. Alright. Believe you. You're honest. You're a lawyer. Lawyers wouldn't lie. Anyway. So, I'm not sure what Civil War general this is. I usually know. He looks a bit like McCullen, but with a longer tash. It's difficult to see. Just some men in a ultra HT photograph from a lifetime ago. And some miners, 49ers. Verdun, First World War. Front line. And they're going to cross it. This isn't coming this way, obviously. They wouldn't be standing there. And taking soldiers in the First World War. Bringing it all back to life. What do you say, Wilhelm? Yes, I've got a really shiny helmet. So you have. They got bread making machines. So awesome. And round things that look like they might be eaten. Bread rolls. So they'll never get to the front line. They'll die before they get there, and the men will starve, obviously. Like him. Hasn't eaten since the Boer War. Victorian Christmas, obviously the Christmas trees, but bullshit, all to do with them again. We worked it out about all of that, and they got him in your living room, and it was introduced by Queen Victoria, or so they say, but we have no proof of this whatsoever when this arrived. It was in about the 1880s, maybe. Before then, nah, never existed. It's just some weird Phoenician fucking thing that Queen Victoria apparently liked, along with her heroin and cannabis, so I've read. Anyway, more of the Kaiser's army, looking pucker. Okay. And some American Civil War dudes in Ultra HD, looks like they're just so modern. And they've been dead 150 years. It's weird. Father Christmas. I don't care who you are, Fatso. Get that fucking reindeer off my roof, is what he would have off me. Okay? Don't want no dodgy Santa Clauses near me. The Billings, where they're getting some grub. They got some nurses cooking. Bacon and egg. Miss it. And some man who is just levitating. Yep. That's what's happening. Okay, pretty good. They're an American doughboys, because of their hats I can tell. So in the First World War, and these are the French in Verdun, probably. And some Pueblo Indians on top of a mountain with an Asian civilization that they did not build behind them. On a mesa. This is on top of a mesa. Okay. And a Victorian lady. And look at their stuff. Free energy eye fireplace things. A Phoenician statue. The water tank in the background. I mean the Colosseum. The Flavian Theatre. London Bridge. Teeming with traffic, Victorian age. Just looking how mint it looks. You know, this is supposed to be the age of the great stink. The river looks clean and that book looks brand new. There's a lamppost missing there, there, and there. A lamp on the other side. And a pretending nuclear bomb going off at Bikini Atoll. No, Bunny. Oh, alright then. Come on, make a last appearance then, Buffalo. This is in New York City, by the way. Okay, we're moving on. And there's Teddy, okay, which is basically not first. Okay, no offense, but, well, just racist, isn't he? The rest. So, anyway. More First World War One, World War One. People in the trenches. Well, that's not trippy. Flippy! Come here, Benny. Okay, that's it. Let's have a look at that one. Skirt's gonna blow up. So that's where Marilyn Monroe got it from, guys. Cool, that's nice and warm. She was thinking. Okay. So that's me for the day, and I'm going to be back Friday. Now remember what I said, guys. Please remember what I said. I'm going to be back with a great secret never told in a day or two when you lot catch up. And it's biblical. Okay, what you will learn, you'll just be thinking, my God. So, oi! Benny, come here. So, thank you for 26,000k then, buzzing. This will be up tomorrow, as I said, so... No, not that. Not that one. Okay, happy clapping. 26k day. Epic. Come here. Right. No, you're going on camera. Going on camera. There you are. Now, say something first. Say, flat. Say that. Say, flat. Go on, say something. Go on, say something, Fluffy. Go on, say something. Come on, a word from our sponsor. Alright then. And that is Fluffy, my Benny. 12-year-old, trained, okay, if you're wondering, okay, highly intelligent, okay, and he's got vocabulary. He says yes and no. If you don't like something, he goes, no. Do you want that? He goes, yeah. So, that's my 26k day. Happy days. Make sure to keep subbing. Please like this video, because of the, you know, the YouTube thing going on. They don't like truth. And anything else, share this out, please. I'll be back soon. Be good. So happy right now. Buzzing. Bzz.